this map tonight. I don't know what to expect between these two teams. In fact, I don't really know anything about them. That's the beauty of Intermediate, but they definitely to entertain us and give us a sample of their Ruthless abilities. As we see some scout going on in spawn. Sunman, once again, you are the expert on the maps and of DE season, especially more so than anyone, more than me for sure. What do you expect to see?
Both teams are 6-2, so I'm not really sure how they play. Like, as you said, IM teams we don't really follow too much, so we do tend to cast some here and there, like we are right now. So I don't know. As we saw in the match we casted earlier, I said it was going to be like probably CT sided, but it turned out to be pretty even. I think it was 8-7, and then when they switched sides, the terrorists kind of went on a roll. I think they went and won like 8-1 on terrorist side. So I guess if you get the momentum after the pistol round, you can really string rounds together and make it an even match. So I guess I'd say it's pretty even, but it really depends on pistol rounds. So if a CT's gonna win a pistol round, it might be slightly more CT sided.
Alright, well, we're going to get right into it here on the pistol round. Ruthless Gaming are going to start things off on the counter-terrorist side in the form of Joey Slow, Endurance, Lethal, WMD, Wisdom, and Furo. And on just a sample, it's going to be Skillet, Error, Invert, MHN. I'm not sure if that's abbreviated for something else, but we'll just call him MHN all night, and Drossel. So things are now underway. We are getting into it, and lots of action going on in middle right now as we see 5-7 being fired by Error. But look at this, Endurance pushes all the way up through Bucket, gets 2 frags before they even turn on him. I'm not even sure that they were aware of that call, and he takes down Drossel, and Invert, and that's going to open things up. Lethal's dropped down very low in HP, and finally Endurance just dropped down. Skillet responding to his team's calls and coming through middle to take him down on the catwalk. But there's Lethal to take down Skill in response. Beautiful frag by him, popping out from the pit. Joey Slow's going to take down Error, but not before MHN manages to put the bomb down and pick up a frag on Furo. So good play by him to at least get some money in the pockets of the terrorists if they can't win this pistol round. But he's going to make a case for it nonetheless. But no, Joey Slow showing off some quick skill, dropping down from upper B, and he will get the defuse. So the pistol round going the way of Ruthless Gaming, 1-0 the score, counter-terrorists in the lead.
Yeah, that was a wonky pistol round for the terrorists. Like, I guess they tried to throw some sort of fake in middle with some fancy smokes and stuff, but they just got caught out by the guy that pushed up catwalk, and they smoked it off, so I guess they were assuming he wouldn't push through, but he did anyways, and just caught 2 in the side. And then just ran back to B and couldn't win the round with 3 guys left.
Joey Slow from the TV show Friends, starting things off with 2 frags. Endurance picking up 2 of his own, and 1 for Lethal that round. But look at this P90 buy in the form of Wisdom. It's going to be pretty much 4 P90s, actually. It's been a while since I've seen that many P90s in one round. And a FAMAS in the hands of Endurance. So it is your second round eco. Not a lot going on. Not a full court press here from Ruthless Gaming. Normally you try and see them take advantage of the situation. But again, they are on the defensive side, so they got to wait it out. And indeed, the patience pays off. Drossel, Skillet both drop down. And Invert manages to pick up 1 kill, but now, just like that, MHN, the only one remaining once again for just a sample. And Joey Slow picking up the final frag, moving him up to 4 kills overall, 2 in each round. And that's going to make it 2-0 now, Ruthless Gaming.
Yeah, they had, I think 4 P90s that round, so something you don't always see. You normally see maybe like 1 or 2, but it's kind of odd. I guess maybe that's just their kind of playstyle, as we'll probably see here in the future. But the terrorists are going to buy this round because they did plant pistol rounds, so AKs versus a couple P90s and rifles.
Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, quick buy. This is a bit desperate. Well, I shouldn't say it's desperate. It's early in the match, but this could really force the hand in the coming rounds for the economy situation. Drossel looking toward these vents from the T side of the map here. Just trying to wait it out and see if anyone's going to head that way. As MHN all the way pushed into Horseshoe. Great shot onto Endurance, who was getting aggressive. That FAMAS comes out with the frag. Now the gig is up. They know the guns are on the map. They know the terrorists have some firepower. Fortunately, it was the Galil they spotted first, so they may not be aware that the 4 AKs are on the map as well. But a patient push here from just a sample as JAS working in all the way around. Look at this. They're going to come from Horseshoe onto B. Pardon me, from short B onto B. as I press the overhead and get a little bit confused right now. Wisdom in middle, though, is going to spot out MHN, take him down as he tries to get people to rotate over. Joey Slow going absolutely massive again as he takes down Invert with that P90, but Error is going to come in and take him down in a response, and that's going to put us into a 3-on-3 situation. The bomb should be planted. There it is. It is down on the site. Wisdom's going to pick up one on Error. Drossel pops out, takes him down, and the Terrorists will win that early buy as Drossel picks up a second frag on Firo at top, and that's going to make it here 2-1, so good early buy for just a sample. Unfortunately, though, they did lose 3 players.
Yeah, now 2 of them aren't going to have enough to buy, so I believe they'll just... It's early in the match, so I don't think they have any reason to force buy here. They're just going to save out. That was a nice attempt. I do think they had 3 P90s and 1 upgraded to a rifle, and then 2 guys kept their P90s. That's why their money's so mixed up right now. So a little miscommunication of thinking if they're going to buy or not. But nice round from the Terrorists, regardless.
Yep, they did manage to get the 5 AKs out, so that will help them make a case for this round as well. And again, playing passive though, where they've got the gun advantage. Look at Skillet; he's going to push up through these vents, and oh, Joey Slow's going to take his head off with the P250. Nice shot through the impenetrable vent. Unbreakable, I should say. It's not impenetrable. In fact, it's anything but. You get no damage deduction, as you were mentioning before, through that vent. So that's going to be the first frag, taking down one of the 5 AKs on the map. Good start for Ruthless Gaming, as RG just sits and waits it out. Firo's going to rotate back around to B. Invert and Error and Drossel all heading that direction. MHN now rotating as well, so they should push onto the B site with relative ease. Only 1 player there, as Joey Slow still just sitting in jail, looking toward the vents, waiting for someone else to follow up on that push. MHN's going to rotate back to middle, actually. He's going to be on Catwalk, just trying to work out some picks. And he should spot up Endurance right in front of him right now. But meanwhile, over at the B side, Firo sitting back there gets another frag for RG, who are on this P250 round. Another frag in the form of Drossel that time, dropping down the second AK on the deck. And that's going to leave only 3 players remaining right now for Jazz. But just like that, they're going to come back around. Lethal's going to drop down outside of jail, where Joey Slow is actually sitting as well, but they don't manage to get the frag on him. Wisdom now drops down. There it is, Joey Slow to drop. Invert gets 1, Error picks up the other, and Endurance finds himself in a 1v3 situation. He does have a nice, beautiful candy apple 5.7. Oh, the flash nade actually hit him there. So well placed, and then MHN finally responds and takes him down. 2-2 now your score.
Yeah, that was looking scary there for a little bit for the Terrorists. They were getting squoze with a 4-on-3, but they held pretty nicely there. They stuck together, which is really what you need to do when you're down in numbers, especially on ecos. That's going to be a buy round for the CTs. Hopefully a full buy round. It looks like, yep, Wiz has an op.
Yeah, 2 FAMASas still on the deck, but I'll consider that a full buy. I like the FAMAS in this game. I think it's actually a very viable gun. As we do see the bomb in the hands of Drossel. He's going to be if I can get onto my overhead. Jeez. Doesn't let me do it while I have my push-to-talk button pushed down. Actually, they're around at Horseshoe trying to work into A, as Skillet and Invert continue to do work at middle, but they're smoked up and pushed back, and flash nades going out on every which way. Lethal started to get aggressive on Bucket. He's going to fall back a little bit now, back toward the site. And Skillet's actually going to try and push that position right now, getting shots into the A pit. And Skillet's going to drop down to 14 HP in response to Lethal managing to get the better of that exchange. Endurance pops out there from upper A onto the entrance from Horseshoe. Gets 1 frag before quickly dropping down to Error. And now the A site is cracked wide open in this 3-on-3 situation. MHN spamming away as the bomb does go down. They plant it for Horseshoe. So good choice on their part, and there's going to be no one coming that direction. So they should have relatively good control of the site. Joey Slow, though, is anything but right now as he takes down Invert, picking up his 7th frag in only this 5th round right now as he comes in through Bucket, just pre-firing there a little bit. They do have all 3 players on the CT side inside the site, but they're going to have to bait this out perfectly right now. And there it is. 1 shot goes in. Firo takes down MHN. 1 is going to get on the bomb. Firo gets the 2nd frag. And do they have this defuse? Indeed, Joey Slow is quick with a kit. And there you go. Good retake of the site. Good positioning. And 3-2 now your score. Ruthless Gaming coming back after losing 2 quick rounds.
Yeah, MVP for Joey right there, having a kit, because they did retake the site, but they wouldn't have time to defuse if he didn't have that kit. But there was a nice take on A, but they just couldn't hold it, and they just got picked off trying to plant the bomb. But they do get the buy still. They are broke, so if they were to lose this, Terrorists were to lose this round, they're going to be on an eco, but they do have full AKs.
Bomb looks like it's going to commit to out toward B, pardon me, as actually Drossel's looking again toward those vents from the B side. Error's going to push a little bit further forward. Joey Slow's right in front of him. This could be an exchange early on. There's smokes out in the hallway, though, and that should prevent any peak from being materialized, as meanwhile Invert has dropped down to a mere 32 HP at middle. He's fallen back from Catwalk, as both Wisdom and Lethal are there. Still peeking, though. Actually, Wiz is rotated around by Jail, looking toward the B connector, trying to wait for someone inside those vents. And here come the flashes in the middle. There might be something happening here. Yes, indeed. Wisdom gets the shot with the op onto Skillet, and then Lethal there to respond with his teammate and take down Invert. So 2 quick frags now for RG, but just like that, MHN responds, taking down Lethal, and we are back to a more even situation, I should say, at 4-on-3, as Wisdom now with the op misses one shot, but gets a second frag onto MHN, who was unable to land with the AK. 4-on-2 now your score, or your situation, pardon me. It could be 4-2 score, though, as just like that, Drossel finds himself as the only one remaining, but he gets 2 frags in B, and he's got the bomb, so he can plant this and get into position. They are not anywhere near him, actually, I say that. And, wow, Wisdom was upper. What a shot. Drossel going absolutely massive. He needs a 4K to close out the round. Play this smart, and unfortunately, he's unable to leave the site before Endurance gets into position to take him down with the FAMAS, and he will get the defuse. What a play, though. Drossel almost managing to 1v4 clutch that. And the bomb plant at least gives the money a little bit more in the favor of the Terrorist team.
Yeah, we were about to call the round over, and all of a sudden, Drossel just takes out 2 guys with headshots. Finds the bomb, kills another. Doesn't get the last guy in the end, but it was a very nice attempt by him. Best he could have done in that situation. They get the bomb down for his team, so I guess, yeah, 3 guys are actually broke for money, so they're just going to buy some 250s and go for Nico round 2.
Eco indeed, and it looks like it's going to be a hard push toward the dungeon. Trying to get all the way pushed down into Horseshoe and see if they can make anything happen at the A site. But unfortunately, they're going to be faced with Lethal, who's pushing back from Bucket. He's actually sitting in Bucket right now. Endurance and Wisdom, who are all there. But Wisdom's actually going to head toward middle right now and try and see anything going on there. Lots of smokes and flashes as that decoy grenade from MHN at Catwalk is continuing to confuse them just a little bit, so well placed. But Endurance and Lethal are in the site, as mentioned, we see here from Endurance's perspective. Sitting up on those sandbags at upper, great spot as he's able to take down Error as he comes into the site. Now Lethal rotating around, takes down Drossel and Invert as well. So now MHN and the teammate in the form of Skillet are remaining. Skillet's going to drop to an op shot from Wisdom. Endurance will take down MHN, and it is a full team wipe of the Economy Terrorists. As 5-2 now your score, but they will be back in a position to grab guns this round.
Something I haven't seen them do yet is go from outside B into the vents to take control of the middle. Just coordinate with the guys on the T ramp towards the middle, and they can flash over that wall. And the guys can bust out vents, they can come out the doorway there by dungeon, and just take control of the middle as terrorists, which is really important in this map, especially when they have an offer. But they are going fast towards Cat, and getting taken out. Nice TK there.
Yeah, an unfortunate TK, a little bit of misplay, a bit of confusion while they panic shoot at one another, but already we are down into a 4-on-2 situation. Just a sample who got back into a buying position this round are unfortunately not in a strong position to take another point off of RG. As Drossel is inside the A site, though. But unfortunately, Wisdom was upper and waited it out beautifully. Takes down MHN. Drossel now knows he's pinched into this site. He's looking toward Bucket, just trying to play behind Plywood. Gets the shot on Wisdom. There goes the op. Tries to pop out and get a second one. Unfortunately, not able to do so. And Joey Slow with the Pokeball takes down Drossel. That's going to make it 6-2. RG are running away right now with a 6-2 score on the first half.
Yeah, and they're playing the money situation good because they're not losing too many. Keeping 3 guys alive is pretty good. They're starting to build a little bit of a bank, and they're keeping just a sample low in money. Now you're going to see Error buying a pump shot, or Nova, and Drossel with a deagle. So.
Sorry about that. Just responding to chat, keeping our viewers happy. Lots of informative conversation going on about maps. There's tons of them out there that I would play. Season, Millfire, which I'd like to see come back. I'd like to see a remake of Prodigy come back into Go as well. Have to get Volcano on that one. It'd have to be done a little bit differently with some more access to the bomb sites. But back to the action as Wisdom and Endurance converge for 2 frags each. And Wisdom picks up a second one before Lethal goes back into Drossel. MHN, the only one to do any damage so far for the Terrorist team. And unfortunately, he gets dropped down as well, as that's another 3K round right now for Wisdom. He is doing absolutely big things from upper A. with that op, and now it's 7-2 Ruthless Gaming.
Yeah, now that they've won, they've lost I think 3 or 4 rounds in a row now, so they're almost at maximum loss bonus on the terrorist side. So they should be able to start buying every round, even if they keep losing these. Invert's going to pick up an op here. Head towards, looks like middle. They're smoking it off though, so I don't know if he can get a pick quite yet.
Yep, and the op in the hands of Invert sitting at middle. He's been pushed back though a little bit beyond the catwalk. That smoke just trying to dissipate and give him some more view as Lethal is sitting inside the site for RG, just waiting for a terrorist player to push through Horseshoe, pardon me. But Drossel's elected to give up on that and go back toward Red Hall and reconnect into to the bucket area of middle. As we await for Lethal to get a shot on him. They do spot out each other, but no exchange coming out so far. As Drossel, looking to get the better of the exchange, actually knocks Lethal down to a mere 66 HP, where he sits on 74, so good start right now for just a sample, but here it is as they continue to fire on. No, nothing going to come of that yet. I thought there was going to be a frag there, but finally Wisdom gives us something to talk about as he takes down Skillet in middle before Invert finally comes out and responds with an op, takes down Wisdom. There you go. Anything you can do, I can do better. And 4-on-4 now the situation with an op remaining for the Terrorists as Error inside B with MHN managed to take down Firo. And I do believe the bomb is over there. In fact, it is. So that will be planted, but here comes Joey Slow, rotating around from the backside of B, up into upper, as he waits and tries to get a few more frags. Now he's going to play passive, just wait for his teammates to rotate over and hope for a retake of the site, as we see Drossel sitting in cubby there, just waiting it out, trying to see someone spotted up, coming from mid-connector, as Lethal in upper already. Endurance is there, he knows that Drossel's there, but Drossel gets one frag onto Lethal. Endurance responds in him, Invert goes back into Endurance, Joey Slow into Error, and just like that, it's a 1v1 situation. Invert trying to spam with the op. He gonna hold the defuse, but no. Invert is wise to it. Pops out with the P250 and Joey Slow to drop. That gives just a sample their third round of the half. And I don't know what's a respectable number on season.
Well, we saw the first game we casted tonight. They were up. What was it? 8-1, 7-1, and they still only got 8 rounds CTs in the half. So, but at this point, respectable for the CTs would be to get at least 10 now. But for the Terrorists, if they lose this round, they're not going to get more than, I'd say, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and they did reset the gun, like you say, so that is an unfortunate situation. But hey, the bonus money is a fortunate one to begin with, as Drossel now pushed all the way out at Horseshoe, just looking up the stairs toward A. Endurance is sitting upper, as he has been so many times, but he's the only one inside the site at A right now, as Wisdom and Lethal are trying to double team at middle. Invert still just trying to work things there. He only has an AK this time. He was unable to rebuy the op, where the bonus money did go away, the loser bonus, and that was a pretty big gun for him last round, as he picked up a number of kills with that. So this time he's going to have to play it a little bit differently, but he goes all the way across Cat. He's at Bucket right now with one of his teammates in MHN, and they are going to open up onto the A site, but Lethal's rotated back around. He's going to get the first frag. MHN to drop, as now Drossel is going to pop out from Horseshoe, managing to take down Endurance before Invert takes down Lethal. But here comes Wisdom on the rotation, takes down Error and Drossel, who had very little HP, and he should get a third kill onto Invert, does so, and Firo, who rotates all the way, he is the B player, rotates all the way around, takes down Skillet. Good retake by the counter-terrorists, and that's going to give them 8-3, and as you said, the loser bonus is gone, so another save round for the terrorist team.
Yeah, they didn't get the plant done either, so they don't get the extra bonus. So even if they don't plant this round on Nico, the 3 guys are still going to be kind of low on money. So they kind of hurt themselves by winning that one round and losing, because now they're just going to be, for the rest of this half, they're going to be hurt for money on buy round every other round.
Indeed, P250s on the board, 2 Glocks, Invert and Skillet wielding those, so the other 3 players obviously holding those P250s I mentioned, as they go against 1 AK in the hands of Firo. He picked that up last round, and 4 M4A1s. So no A4s on the board. They're going for the 20-bullet shots, hoping their accuracy can do them a little bit of justice. As we know, I played with the A1 earlier when you magic make with me, and I did not have that accuracy, so I need to go back to the A4. Joey Slow going to get the first frag. Firo's going to pick up 2 with that AK, and Joey Slow goes back in to pick up the other 2. So those 2 alone hold the B site. Great play as Ruthless Gaming wipe out just a sample who are on the save round. 9-3 now your score.
Yeah, and if I was a terrorist right now, I might be forced to buy. and they are. A couple guys are gonna have Galils. Actually, yeah, 2 Galils. So they're down 3. Or they're down 9-3 right now. So they really needed to force right here. They need to pick up at least 2 more rounds to feel comfortable in the half.
Yeah, indeed, and it looks like RG's making a case already not to allow that to happen. Drossel's dropped down to 7 HP already. It looks like B has been the elected site of choice right now for just a sample. They've given up on A. They haven't had any luck getting in there. Endurance playing upper has been so strong, and Wisdom with his retakes has been absolutely massive as well. But that's no easy task to get into B either. Joey Slow has been very strong there. Firo hasn't seen a lot of action, and he's also sitting on a positive KDR right now. So see if they can continue to work this out right now as Kiro's sitting in the bottom of the side. Just waiting for someone to walk through that smoke, but unfortunately that's not going to happen as Just a Sample is wise to it and rotate back to A, but RG just as wise and already send Wisdom, Joey Slow, and Lethal back that direction. Wisdom's coming in from upper. This is going to be an interesting situation as he is there a little bit sooner than the rest of his teammates. He does actually manage to get the opening frag, though, on MHN before finally dropping down. Lethal's going to take down Invert, though, but they even up the frags right now, and Error's actually going to make a case for Just a Sample. A good double back. They head to the A site, and they did actually manage to catch out Ruthless Gaming, who were there just a second too late, but never speak too soon, as Firo does get 1 frag on to Skillet, and the bomb finally gets planted. I thought that was down moments ago, but unfortunately it was not. And now they look to try and get some positioning. Error's going to take up position underneath the bridge. Drossel's going to fall all the way back out to middle. And actually, that's where Firo's elected to go. He's rotated around, so that's going to take down Drossel. And just like that, it's going to be an awkward situation. Error's underneath the bridge. He may actually be able to play this out. He played the positioning well there. Firo doesn't know he's there. He's searching everywhere, in fact, looking toward Horseshoe. And you know what? I think he's got this as the bomb is getting low on the timer. Firo finally going to go over with the kid. He is going to hold this, but here comes Error jumping up and making no mistake, getting up as close as possible with the headshot. But unfortunately, waiting around that long, the bomb will detonate, everyone will lose their guns, and the terrorists will still be in a money-tight situation.
Yeah, like you said, everyone from Terrace died even though they won the round, so they still have to buy these Galils like they did last round. Actually, 4 Galils this time. But they did win the round, so it's going to help them for the next half. And I think both teams would walk away with this half, or from this half, if it was 10-5, they would be content, I guess, with the score.
Yeah, unbelievable frags right now. Wisdom sitting top of the leaderboard with 16. Joey Slow at 14. Lethal 11. 8 and 8 for Endurance and Firo on Reliable Gaming. Ruthless Gaming. Different RG. As Drossel's topping the board for Just a Sample at 9, 8, 7, 6. And unfortunately not 5. It's 3 for Skillet. So not quite the Van Silly Gabriel countdown that we all love to hear. But right now it's another passive round. Galil's on board. It is the final round of the first half, so the money situation is tight, and they've got to do something about it. Great shot. Skillet aware that Endurance was sitting up there as Invert made the call. He has been sitting on those sandbags quite commonly as well, so surprised those shots didn't come out a little bit sooner. Lethal, who was pushed up to the vents at middle and does drop down now as Drossel gets the frag on him. Wisdom responds into Error, and then Drossel finally responds into him as well, so even trades across the board. 2-on-2 the situation as more smokes head out in the back A situation, the back A position. And Drossel's now going to go for default plant for Horseshoe. Firo's going to head all the way around from the back of CT spawn, try and get to upper and get some control. And he actually spots up Skillet, who is, Drossel, who is heading toward Horseshoe. And Joey Slow, God, J-So, that's a whole other player. Joey Slow, coming around from Bucket, is now there to support his teammate. And 1 on the bomb, 1 for the kill. Firo's going to get Skillet. And the second one to drop. Joey Slow takes down Drossel, who headed to upper. And Ruthless Gaming are ruthless in this round, picking up their 10th. And I can't do math because there's still 1 more round left.
Yep. Well,
that's okay.
1 more round left, but Just a Sample has no money, yeah, like you said. So they're going to be on like pistols and maybe, yeah, Galil armor for 1 guy. But it's looking good for Ruthless to pick up 11 in this half.
Yes, sir, indeed. I don't know what... oh, Andy was saying this is Prodigy. I wish Prodigy was remade. I liked that map. But, no, this is DE Season. If you're not familiar with it, it's a great map. A lot of cool... it's kind of got a different feel to it. It's not your standard, you know, left, right, and middle formation. There's a bit of complexity inside middle that allows for some weird rotations and some, you know, intricate intertwining of positioning. In other words, The CTs can quickly get to the T side, the Ts can quickly get to the CT side, and suddenly it's a spider web of action. But right now, the action's going to be hot over on B side as a half-bought Jazz team, just a sample, trying to do whatever they can to take that B site as Ruthless Gaming await their arrival at their destination. Looks like Firo's going to be the only one over there, actually, as we lock it over to toward him. See what he can do. He's actually in the bottom of B, so he's not going to be spotted up when they try and take upper, as they continue to try and force a rotation at A. But now MHN and Error are going to rotate around from middle. They'll take down Joey Slow at jail, and that'll mean Firo is about to get converged on from 5 just a sample players. But no, he's still not spotted up. He's lower, takes down the bomb planter, and he gets a second one, an invert, who drops down to try and kill him. Finally, Drossel gets him, but he's bought enough time for his teammates to rotate, and Wisdom will take down Error. The bomb's still not planted, and it is a 3-on-2 situation for Ruthless Gaming. Make it a 3-on-1? No. I thought a frag was going to come out. There it is. Wisdom finally finishes off MHN. And now Wisdom coming around from upper, tries to get the spam. No, actually, Lethal's going to get that frag on Drossel. But good play by Firo, sitting back a sight to just delay things long enough for a rotation to come back around. And 11-4 will be your score. Just a sample head to the CT side with their work cut out for them.
Yeah, 11-4, but a bunch of those rounds could have gone either way for just a sample. So it was still a lot closer half than what the score says. So if just a sample has a strong CT just like Ruthless, we could see a close match here. And only time will tell because we have never really seen these teams play before. But both are 6-2.
6-2 indeed, but one of those teams will fall to 6-3, and one will improve to 7-2. Obviously, that's how mathematics works. I don't need to tell you that. In fact, I need to take some mathematics classes because I called that half over a round early.
I've done that before too, so
yeah, not wise. Oh, look at that! Drossel trying to get an op shot inside. So wow, actually get a scope there as we await the restart. Here it is. We're finally back underway. The Steel Series intermission has come to a close. Nothing more to announce that time. I think I've got my point across about the bowl cut incoming, and that I suck at math, and that 4, 3, 2. Oh, they restarted again. See, I can't even count, let alone do addition or subtraction.
What about your ABCs?
ABD.
Close enough.
Actually ADHD. That's how I say my alphabet. Yeah, ASDF. That's my alphabet. WSAD. What is QWERTY? Baby, don't hurt me. All right, big pistol around here for just a sample. They've got to sample some fine headshots and sight takes right now, as they really need to win this one to get some momentum and get back into this. Anything is possible. We saw it last matchup that a comeback is very possible in DE season when you get money working in your favor, as we see MHN working out toward Bucket in the middle, but unfortunately it was a horseshoe push for the Terrorist team, and now just a sample outside the site. Oh, great shot by MHN, taking down Wisdom from middle. As now they are stuck outside the site. They've got their work to do to retake it and try and get back in and retake. MHN's going to rotate all the way around through red, try and get at Horseshoe and flank in behind them as Skillet and actually a teammate there, I'm not sure who that was, I believe it was MHN, going to work as Endurance now the only one remaining, so a pistol round very needed. And look, they're going to switch over to the knife side. Love it. MHN gets the better of Endurance as they both ran out of ammo at Horseshoe Stairs, and just a sample get a much needed pistol round, and they need to finish out the next two before the buy round.
Yeah, and they gave up the A site that round too. They pushed up catwalk in towards middle to help out the middle guy, and they just gave up the dungeon area and the turnpike, not the turnpike, but the horseshoe area. So when they went to plant the bomb, they just waited for their B teammates to rotate, and the guys in Bucket on the flank and got that initial pick on the terrorist flanker from middle. So that was just an easy squeeze onto 4 guys from there.
Drossel's going to be sitting here with a FAMAS in hand. They've actually gone for an A1 and invert, so that's a quick sort of move of desperation to try and really bring out the firepower and take advantage of this round. Joey Slow getting aggressive. We didn't see much from him in the end of the second half, but he started off last time fantastic. What a nade heading in there as Error and Drossel converge for 3 frags and take down just about everybody at B. Lethal drops inside the vents. Invert with that A1. Beautiful shot takes him down. And now it is a 5-on-1 situation, a 1v5. Drossel takes down Wisdom, and that's going to conclude it. So just a sample pickup this second round that they desperately need without losing using any guns on top of that.
Now
so,
we expect to see Naked buy.
Well, there it is.
Skillet still has a UMP, so looks like, I mean, at least the first half, I think the CTs had two or three P90s, so at least they only have one submachine gun and 4 rifles. But 5 AKs, it's still going to be a tough battle for the CTs to hold this.
Well, if they catch them off guard, that would be heartbreaking right now for just a sample, but it would be similar, like you said, to what we saw in the first half, where we had a 2-2 split after the first 4 rounds. Drossel's going to get boosted up on top of the door inside the B connector right now, inside B halls. That's a beautiful spot, as I don't think they will expect him there, but the hard part is convincing them to go B, as right now they're fanned out over middle and A. Bomb's actually at Horseshoe in the hands of Endurance. So we'll see if they choose to work that. MHN sitting up atop on those lovely sandboxes at upper where we saw Endurance playing last half. That's a beautiful spot. And he's actually going to elect to smoke and flash those stairs, slow down any pushing that Reliable Gaming wishes to do. What a shot, though. Wisdom at middle going to take down Skillet. That's toward the bucket side of middle, and that's going to open things up on A site. That's their invitation. That is them pushing in, and now Drossel says, screw it, I like this spot, but I'm going to get out of here. We've got to rotate, and he's going to head through the vents. MHN doing work, though, on Endurance, going to even up the round back to 4-4 situation before Invert finally takes down Wisdom. So just a sample, holding sights beautifully right now. MHN takes down J-Slow, and this second round buy, this AK buy, pardon me, third round buy, could be detrimental right now, as Drossel coming around from B picks up the final 2 with the FAMAS, and that means that it's going to be a save round for the Terrorists, and like I say, the momentum can be a huge thing on this map, and just a sample are back in this game.
Yeah, and that was kind of a sloppy take by Ruthless. They got the initial pick on the Skillet, which had the SMG, and then they just kind of went in one by one, getting picked off by the other guys that were playing the A-bomb site. It was kind of sloppy. You want to use numbers, especially when you don't have nades, and you just only bought up AKs for that third round.
Indeed, as we see 4 P250s on the board, actually won 5-7. A nice boost from Skillet, going to get on top of the scaffolding, or pardon me, the roof at A. Not really a scaffolding. Atrium, maybe, as he's going to sit up there, wait for anyone to run under him from bucket. Joey Slow inside middle, trying to do work back toward Invert. In fact, gets him with a beautiful headshot. That's going to allow him to push all the way through, and it looks like that aggression is going to continue as he wants to get around behind the CT team and head towards CT spawn. But right now, Drossel's already rotated and is looking that direction. If he pops out a mid, he's going to have an AK staring him down, a black laminate AK at that, too. Nice and pretty. Someone's got an AK in chat and wants to give me one. Please do. I really want an AK. I don't get any guns in this game. As Wisdom wielding an op now. And I'm not... They wouldn't pick that up from Invert, so that was a huge frag at middle. As that PT-50 frag on Invert did allow them to get one gun on the board. And if anything, they can try and save that. Joey Slow, though, not stopping. He's going to go to B. Takedown error with an unexpected headshot from Connector. Nicely played. As he now rotates back, and it looks like MHN's going to head toward him. Wisdom's going to get a shot, though, at the pit in A. There's the exchange I was talking about. Joey Slow up to 3 kills this round. He's going massive, considering this was a save round for the Terrorists. They have done a fantastic job of waiting it out and playing picks. And now the bomb does go down on the A site, and Drossel not really in a position where he's going to be able to do anything. It looks like he's going to save that gun at outside B and hold on to that AK. So really good round right now from Ruthless Gaming.
Yeah, and they didn't lose anybody. In Eco, you normally expect to trade a few guys when you're going for these guns. And then getting that op for Wisdom is really good because he's, I think, their main opper. So looks like they're going to try to slowly hunt down Drossel, but I don't know if they're going to find him in time.
Joey Slow's pretty close. He may push out here before the round expires. No, actually, we're going to reset, and he won't get the frag, but Joey Slow, great round. He really made things happen by taking out Invert with that op and then rotating around, taking out, I believe it was Error at B, and picking up the M4. Really good job by him. And that's the aggression you like to see. Smart aggression, not just all-out Hail Mary on an eco round. So 12-7 now your score. Full gun round on the board. It technically is our first full gun round after a surprise buy in round number 3 of halftime, number 2. And we'll have to see how strategy looks to prevail this round. As it's going to be standard formation pick strategy. Furo and Error at B might come into play before anywhere else. Mid's got 2, and Horseshoe's got 2 now for the Terrorist team. So it's a full-out fan across the map right now. As They wait things out. What a shot through the smoke. Error takes down Firo. I couldn't see him on my screen. He might have just seen his leg. And Endurance is going to pop down at a very unfortunate time for MHN and gets a second one onto Skillet, who both of them jumped out at Bucket. One of them had a nade out, but there it is. Invert rotating around from middle. Gets one, gets two on Endurance just as quickly as he jumps out from pit with a flash, and not going to do anything effective right there as the op comes into play. But here it is, Joey Slow, again, master of flanks. He's going to come around from backside CT, take down Invert, and now Drossel is going to try and rotate back onto him with that AK, and no, he is going to hold on. I thought he might try and pick up the op, but no, he's going to rotate all the way over to B, where Ruthless Gaming are trying to head as we remain in a 2-on-2 situation. Error actually does still wield an op. Snake camo op, and look at this, a Blood Tiger M4A1 in Joey Slow's hands. And that shot, same shot he made last round onto Error, has been succeeded onto Drossel, and that's going to drop him down, and the bomb will be planted as a result. So Ruthless Gaming are definitely showing off some skill right now. Error, though, beautiful shot on Joey Slow as he was passive and patient, and a second one onto Wisdom. What a shot as that goes into the connector, and he will defuse the bomb with a kit. I was just about to say Ruthless was playing very smart and controlled, but then Error comes out with a play like that to bring them back into it.
Yeah, this got outshot by Error in that round. It was a nice attempt there. Who was it that flanked? Was it Joey? I think he flanked in that mid-connector, picked off the upper that was in Turnpike, and then just gave him the information to rotate back towards B. But just with a clutch play by Error, they still lost the round. And it looks like both teams are pretty low in money, so whoever wins this round, the other team should be on a save.
Well, it's a bit of an awkward buy right now, actually, for Just a Sample, despite winning that last round. They've got a swag 7 on the board, and I'm not sure if that's by choice. I'm just going to press tab here and take a peek. Yeah, no, he's down to $0. That's MHN, so he's got swag and hoping to use it. He goes into Horseshoe, and that's a nice swag 7, actually. The Hazard skin, I like that one a lot. But he's going to drop down. Lethal gets the frag on him from upper Horseshoe, and that's going to make us here into a 5-on-4 situation already in favor of Ruthless Gaming. And they're going to add to that as Endurance now takes down Skillet, but there's a shot in response. No, Error actually missed that one. He does get it on the second chance, though. Takes down Wisdom at Bucket, and that's going to make things a little bit more even toward the A side. And Joey Slow gets way too aggressive, running around like an elephant through Red Hallway, and Invert makes him pay for that with the M4A1. So now we're back to a full 3-on-3. It is an even round as Endurance gets inside the site, and the bomb surely will be planted on A right now, as Invert now is going to come around. No, they don't manage to get the bomb down. Invert gets a frag on Lethal. That's going to drop the bomb. Firo goes back into Error at the backside of A, but now it is a 2-on-2 with a duel going on at A, and Invert gets the better of that one, leaving just Firo remaining, and he's blinded up and pushed back inside Bucket. They are well aware of his position right now, and he's just trying to stutter step his way back into the A site, looking toward upper, and I'm not sure if he's going to have any success whatsoever in finding those. I'm going to turn my X-ray on. I haven't had that on all games, so see exactly where the opposing players are. Invert is inside the Horseshoe stairs, but Firo put that bomb down. No, he's going to actually go for the fake, and I think he might have been able to hold that, actually. What a shot on Drossel, though. Great play, as he knew exactly where he was. He's going to go hunting now for Invert, and gets the better of him. Invert, a bit of a misplay there, misses his shot. Firo, with a mere 9 HP, escapes death, and picks up a 1v2 clutch, 13-8. Now your score. Ruthless Gaming is still on top.
Yeah, he had to make a split-second decision there. There was 5 seconds left. It was either pull the bomb and try to plant, or rush down the guy where he knew he was in the dungeon there, so took a little gamble and just rushed down the guy and killed him. So, I mean, it's a nice play. It's like one of those things that reaction you would just want to plant, but he knew 5 seconds, he knew where he was, so he just rushed him down. But now CT's on a save.
Save round indeed, you called it. Whoever was going to lose that round was going to be on the back foot, and unfortunately, the CTs don't really want to be on the save when they've already given up 13 rounds. And actually, Wisdom's going to make a case, though. Invert takes down Joey Slow, but Wisdom comes back into him. Now Invert's going to respond into Wisdom, picking up that AK-47, and he goes to work on Endurance as well. That's a double kill, but Lethal's going to come back around and pick off him, as well as, I believe that was MHN. I missed that one as it went through the kill feed. But Error now manages to pick up an AK at middle. So it still is a hefty situation, and not a bad one at all for Just a Sample, as the Drossel remains with a P250 and an AK on the board for Error. See if they choose to work this together. Actually, it's going to be a B push now. RG's rotated all the way back around. Error is going to have to hurry up and go help his teammate. He's the one with the gun, and he's not aware they're at B. He's still sitting at A right now. No rotation coming in. They're splitting up the bomb sites, waiting for some spots as the decoys in mid continue to be fired. But the call should come in any second as we see smokes, nades, and everything else heading in on B site. The bomb will go down. Lethal will plant that, and Drossel's going to be smart here. And actually, he does go up for a peek. He comes around from behind. Good flank. I thought he might just wait it out for his teammate, but gets a shot on Lethal. That's going to make it a 2-on-1 situation. Firo sitting inside the site in the upper corner right now, just waiting it out for someone to push him. He knows there's one on his left and his right. He does. Oh, no, I thought he was going to get the first shot. Drossel manages to get the second one with his PC-50, and they get the defuse, so really good save round, and they get their 9th round. That's going to even things up, or make it a little bit closer, as the score now 13-9.
Yeah, Drossel really made up for the last round when he peeked that bomber and died and put his team in a 1v1, but this time he was really patient inside B. Just waited the entire time for the bomb to come and called for the rotation, picked off that guy after he planted, and waited for his teammate to rotate for the easy 2v1 clutch. So nice eco, they really needed that because they were down 13-8. Now it's 9-13, it's still in favor of the terrorists, but now the terrorists are in a save round.
You just got significantly better sounding when you moved your microphone.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay,
it was like you combed your hair in the morning and you got attractive all of a sudden. Save round for Ruthless Gaming, as we do see them with PC-50s in hand, heading toward Horseshoe. 4 players there. Wisdom just sitting in middle, trying to wait out any rotation or picks that he can get with that. But they are going to be facing 2 men inside the A site, but neither of them are spotted up at upper right now, as both Skillet and MHN are sitting around the bucket area. A bit awkward. I would have waited, knowing the money situation. I guess maybe they aren't expecting a full save from the terrorists, but knowing the money situation, I might have sat upper and expected them to come from Horseshoe. They're going to wait out the timer right now. Time will tick, and they will wait for the right opportune moment to push all the way through as they remain silent like ninjas inside this stairwell. 50 seconds on the clock. I don't know. What do you think? Will they go around the 30-second mark?
They're going to go soon, because soon enough the guys pushed up B, so they're going to know they're going A.
Yep, 40 seconds it is. They're going to go right now. They're inside the site. No one's upper, but the spam's coming around. Here it is. MHN, pardon me, will get 1 frag. Skillet's boosted up on top of the roof. He gets 2, and now Invert with the op rotates around, takes down Lethal, and just like that, the save that looked like it was well orchestrated falls apart. Wisdom drops. MHN picks up yet another frag, and now it is 13-10. The save round is over, though, and there should be a full buy from both teams.
Yep, they still only have 1 op. I like what they did last round. I'd like to see it again. I think they smoked off the B entrance and they boosted the gap on the ledge, so that way they had only 1 guy and they rotated the other B player back towards A, so they had 3 stacking A, 1 mid, and 1 B. Let's see if they can possibly might do that again, but they are going, the terrorists are going towards B quickly, so they might not have a chance to do it.
Quick indeed, but nothing coming out of this round so far. We're still at a 5-on-5. Oh, commentator's curse. Joey Slow takes down Error. Nice pop shot there. Joey Slow, again, one of those guys that's having a subtle half. He actually leads the frags right now for Ruthless Gaming. He's been very good on his flanks, but it's been kind of quiet in the last 2 or 3 rounds, and finally he gets back onto the board right there. Invert's being absolutely massive for just a sample right now, and he's going to have to step it up once again, as they are a man down already in this, I'm going to do math real quick, 24th round. Woo, nailed it. As Skillet now beside the vents in middle, waiting for someone to come back across catwalk. No one is there right now. Wisdom is just on the other side of that entry, though, and actually he's going to push out right now. This is going to be who's going to get the better. Skillet is there. He gets the better shot. Wisdom drops, and Invert takes down Joey Slow, and the same time, nice flash nade, Skillet. You bounce that one right back into your own face, but fortunately no one else there. So you'll get away with that one. 4-on-3 your situation for this half. Pardon me, this round. As Furo now working in toward B. They're still working a slow B. And Drossel just sitting below Firo right now. He's been playing down there quite passively, just as Firo did in the last half. Firo's going to get spotted up right now. No, actually, he does hear the rotation coming in from the back stairs and manages to turn around before getting flanked. And that pursuer actually elects, that's in Invert, elects to fall back a little bit. But now the exchange will happen. It's a matter of seconds. Firo waiting it out. The bomb's going down on the site. Firo gets the frag. Drossel down below, though, takes down Endurance, who was planting the bomb. So that's going to delay things. And Drossel gets 2 more frags on Lethal and Firo. And that's a great play as just a sample, showing off a sample of their talent there and picking up their 11th round.
Yeah, Fear was pushed up and he had to make a play there. He obviously didn't know that Drossel was right below him, but he should have been pushing through spawn just to try to make a play for his teammates to come in and plant the bomb. And they just ran out of time to be able to clutch that round. They kind of forced the plant there and got caught off guard by Drossel.
Well, they need to continue on with some good, clever strategy right now. Oh, what a shot at middle. No, actually, he whiffed it. It looked like he hit on my screen. I'm a little bit crazy, though, so I complain that I don't hit shots that I think I hit. So maybe I'm just wrong, not the game. As Invert continues to search for one more at the catwalk area. No one's going to be there. Skillet, once again, is boosted up inside of A on the roof as he passively awaits the arrival of the saving economy terrorists right now. Who have 4 P250s on the board and a Glock in the hands of Wisdom. They're going to walk right into Drossel, though, who's sitting there with an AK. He gets the first frag on Joey Slow. But here comes Endurance from upper. No, Drossel does manage to turn. He's done very well holding that B site. He's up to 11 frags now and single-handedly deterring any efforts that the terrorists have made to go that site. And they are going to give up on it and head back to A, but MHN is there. He picks up 2 before Skillet takes down the top one on Wisdom there. And that's going to be a pretty quick 5K round for the CTs. And just like that, it is 13-12. This is looking very close.
Yeah, it was 11-4 first half, and now Justice Sample brings it back to almost even, like you said, 12-13. Ruthless is on a bye round now, so this game is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be at the end of the first half.
And yeah, so just a sample, like we mentioned, looked like they were out of it. They got the momentum. They are back in it. Season is very known for giving some momentum either way. Error misses that first shot into B, though, and he's going to get counter-opped right now. Or pardon me, counter shot on right now from Firo, who's down to 68 HP. I think he took a bit of a wall bang there, actually, from that opposite to hit the railing. And that was fortunate, as they do manage to smoke up the B site and get flashes out toward the middle connector. That will allow the bomb to be planted. And Drossel now heading on his high horse over for a rotation. Still 5-on-5, but the bomb is down, so advantage terrorists. But as I say, that Error takes down Endurance. Wisdom's going to come back into Skillet, though. Well played, as Error with a shot onto Joey Slow on the back stairs of upper. Great shot. Firo comes back in MHN. Wisdom goes back into Invert one more time before the Ramboing Wisdom jumps down. Not a wise play at all. Drossel gets the frag, and then Lethal takes him down. And that will give Ruthless Gaming their 14th round and extend it back to a 2-point lead. That is very much what they needed.
Yeah, and the good thing for Justice Sample, though, they have a lot of money to play with now, so they still can force this to overtime if Ruthless were to win another round, or they can just win out. But they have enough money. They even bought 2 ops for this round and still have like 10k, 6k on 2 of their players.
See how they choose to play this, as we do see double op out in the hands of Just a Sample, 1 op out in Joey Slow's hands for Ruthless Gaming. And that's a pretty interesting strategy right now. Wisdom's going to head in through the vents right now, not able to spot up anyone. Oh, he does actually find one of the counter-terrorists directly in front of him. That's Skillet, who is pushed up in middle, so good opening frag for Ruthless as they make a claim to at least secure the 15 round that they need to at least get into overtime. Error's going to take down Joey Slow in response, though, so that's the op out of the terrorists' hands. So 2 ops, 2 M4s against 4 AKs, but as I say that, it always changes as Firo takes down MHN and looks to rotate back into the dungeons, trying to work onto this A site right now. All 4 of the terrorists in that direction. Drossel going to be right beside Endurance, though. Can he get the frag? He does so. Beautiful play, but he's down to a mere, it looks like only, actually, he's still at 73 HP. I take that back as Invert takes down Lethal. Great op shot now as Wisdom's going to come back around from Bucket side of A, gets another frag, and that's going to make things here a little bit awkward as Error, the only one remaining for the CTs, rotating all the way around from middle with an op. The bomb does go down on the site in the middle, and Wisdom's going to hang out at Horseshoe. Where's Firo going to play? He's going to sit right on Plywood looking towards CT spawn. And that means no one's really going to be in the sight of Error. He's going to drop the op, grab the AK, try and get some firepower. It's not going to matter. Firo is going to secure the 15th round for Ruthless Gaming, and now Just a Sample have a giant, monumental task right in front of them with not a lot of money. Drossel's in a good position to buy about 4 guns, though, so they should be on a full buy at the end of this.
Yeah, MHN dropped a gun, and I think Drossel will drop 2, so they'll be fine for money for this round. There's match point, so they just need to win these next 3 rounds to send it to overtime. They still have an op, so Invert's been doing good with this op, so they really need this.
Yeah, Invert's been spot on. It looks like they're going to double stack at the B site right now. Is Just a Sample, Error, and Drossel both over there right now. Drossel was doing well holding it on his own, but right now they don't want to give up a site and have to take a force of retake. But look at it. MHN and Invert doing big work, dropping down Endurance and Furo. Lethal's already gone, so it's a 4-on-2 situation. Just a sample are getting the round that they need, but they need to finish right now as Joey Slow heading all the way back to the T-spawn, looking toward Dungeon, trying to find an opportunity to penetrate into the CTs and take over the A site. Wisdom is going to be at Bucket, just spamming away, and fall back right now, actually, with the AK to middle. Try and pick off a rotator. Is going to spot one up in the form of, I believe, that is Error, and Error will fire back at him right now, and there it is. Wisdom gets the better of the exchange. Joey came around to support. They've got the bomb, and it is now a 2-on-3 situation, and Ruthless Gaming are doing everything they can to wait it out, play the picks, get into the A site, and see if they can make something out of this round and secure the win, basically, as we see Drossel still sitting over at B. Nice and passive. They are going to go into the site. Invert's going to go massive again with that op, and there it is, another frag. He gets 3 this round. That op is on fire. You said it. He's been on fire with that thing all match long, and that is going to be 15-13, forcing the terrorists back. Oh, no, they're going to have enough money for half buy.
It was a sloppy play by, I think it was Air in the middle, just getting caught out and got in a crossfire. Not a crossfire, but there's 2 guys peeking him there at the end. But Invert just saves the round once again.
Invert once again with the op sitting at middle, looking toward Catwalk. This time he's going to get flashed up and just responds with a pre-fire. Nothing will come of that. Error's going to take down Joey Slow, and then Furo goes back into him. Drossel's going to take down Furo, so that double stack at B is doing wonders right now for just a sample before Wisdom evens up the round, though, taking down Skillet, and that's going to put us into a 3-on-3. The Terror is still fanned out all over the map. Endurance with the bomb inside the hallways to B, and it looks like they're going to try and regroup. Wisdom's going to come back over toward him. I like that name, Wisdom, because he's dumb, but he's got wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Play on words.
It is. It's clever. As right now, it's still Invert being passive with that op, waiting for someone to get a little bit over-aggressive. No one seems to want to do that, though, but Wisdom and Endurance are still in a position to take the B site. Drossel's there, though, and he's still got effectively 73 HP, so pretty much full health. And here it comes, Wisdom working up the stairs toward the entry to B site. Drossel's looking upper. He expects someone to be there. And in fact, Endurance is climbing the ladder right now. They should split push in together and time this accordingly. So let's see how that's going to play out right now. Smokes are going to go out. That means Drossel's going to know they're there. He misses the first shot on Endurance, tries to rotate back around and get the second one on Wisdom. Can't do that either, but now it's going to be a retake coming in. Invert's going to take down Lethal. Wisdom responds into him, though. That's going to drop the op, and now it is all in the hands of MHN. I know he's got some fans in chat, but he's got to clutch this if they want any chance of forcing overtime right now as the bomb is down. And it is not going to happen. Endurance takes him down. There it is, a GG, as Ruthless Gaming take out just a sample, and that is going to make them now into a 7-2 position, as just a sample dropped to 6-3. DE Season was the map, and it was a great matchup. So, man, final thoughts.
Just a great match to watch. Some teams we haven't seen before. Got to watch them in action. I was impressed by Invert's play. Drossel had some good rounds. Both sides had good rounds, but in the end, Ruthless came out on top.
Well, Ruthless indeed gets the victory. It was a match that we thought actually was going to start with a forfeit win given the delay, but I'm glad it happened because it was really exciting. And thank you guys very much for tuning in all night. We brought you 3 matches tonight, 2 on season, and of course the big one, iBuyPower versus Dynamo on DE Cash, which went the way of iBuyPower 16-3. No surprise there. And yeah, that's going to conclude things. Join us again tomorrow night. Dustin Moray will be on the mic with Sunman once again. As always, Sunman with the backpack on, carrying us all season long. But yeah, that's tomorrow night's got a big card. There's a lot of games scheduled, so tune in and we will see you then. Thank you so much. My name is Sadikist, and I love you all. Good night.
Good night.